It is 3 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. So this is day 2 or phase 2 or day 4 of the total project. In theory, the painting is done. I didn't really get a chance to inspect, but my contractor never showed up today, which is that's not a big deal. I don't like the tone that I used on that. It was just his painter showed up. So I'm going to go in right now with you guys and we're going to go and have a look. And then when my contractor is here tomorrow, I will point out all of the paint that they splattered, that they forgot to clean up. It's like the song on my people. He's used to it and yet doesn't think about fixing it. Let me see how he did in here. Okay, I'm a little bit already happy because this was my brand new fan was completely paint splattered yesterday and it's not anymore. Got that door painted. I wanted the door in the blue, but it turns out that the way the material of the door, it wouldn't have taken the blue paint. So my contractor said, well, you're gonna have to go get more brown paint. And I didn't want to do the brown paint on the inside. That's like my outside thing. So I said, you know what? I've got plenty of that gray. Let's just do the gray in here, like up in my bedroom. So for a little bit of continuity throughout the house. I think it looks okay. And I think once I've got other things in the room, it's going to tie together. It's definitely better than the white door because he was just going to leave it white, like clean it up really well for me. So I'm just kind of looking, and he missed right there. I got such an eye for it. So I'm going to point everything out to my contractor tomorrow, and he's going to have to get a guy with a paintbrush, and they're going to have to clean it up, and it's just how it is. I'm just, even like, I found that the painting crew that I had that did the house tended to be a little bit better about not getting paint everywhere, but it just seems to be the way they work here in Mexico with the painting. And I've noticed Mexicans just don't seem to be as fussy about having the paint all over the house the way that I am. And also that I said, I'm not tolerating that. I'm sorry to say, they need to figure out what they're gonna do. Because the whole reason I had the ceiling painted was because I didn't want that white spot there. I've got to make sure that I tell my contractor about that. And then he still has to cover that right there. And on the back of this, on the outside, there's a huge hole. So there's got concrete repair to do. And I said to him, I said, just make sure the hole is covered and it's, you know, that it's sealed to the outside. Don't worry about the paint because it's the light pink, the light pink paint, which I don't have any more of. What I'm going to do is as long as it looks clean, that's fine. It's not like an area that I really see, that anybody really sees. And then I'm going to be having my once a month maintenance guy doing some paint touch-ups anyway, and then he'll just do that for me. So it's not a big deal. So this room, I would say not too bad. I'm looking at the floor. It was a lot better than it was this morning. This morning, the floor was really not good and we swept. So I am very, very happy with how this looks. He did a very good job. I have no problem with how he did this work. Seeing a little bit of white around the edges, but I'm very, very, very fussy. I have such an eye for color that I just see the difference. But yeah, this looks good. And like see, like right there, paint. You can't win. You gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh. It's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. 100%. I mean, I have been in huge, expensive houses in Mexico that have paint all over the floors, and like nobody cares. It's just, I don't know. And like, I also don't get the logic of doing the paint last and then having to clean everything up. But anyway. So up here, oh my goodness, he was working with paint thinner. The fumes were getting to me down in my office. I had to come up here and open all the windows. I was like, how can you be working in here? So he did my doors, and he looked like he started to work with the paint thinner. I think he forgot to finish up with the paint thinner. There's like still down there. So I might have to mention that tomorrow, but I'd really like if they could just get the floor cleaned up for me a little bit around the edges there. But this definitely is an improvement over what I had. Like, holy cow. Yeah, I'm still not perfect, but that's my fault. Like, you can still see the little bubble marks and stuff. I have and then also, I don't know where that came from. So that's gonna happen. We have the purple, so we'll touch that up tomorrow. But my goodness, where the heck did that come from? Yeah, so there's definitely some work to do in here because there's a big purple spot down there, but we have a purple mix, so it's not a big deal. And again, it's not going to match, but that's close enough. So what was I going? Oh yeah, so I was saying that he was starting to scrape the door down with a spatula and with sandpaper, and I told him, I said, I have a little manual, palm sander. I got one of those. So I had him, I pulled that out for him, and he said, oh yeah, he said that worked really, really well. So I think he did a better job than if he hadn't done that. So I'm happy there. Let me see this one. Again, I'm seeing paint on the ground everywhere, but this is not quite so bad because most of the paint would be on the floor that we're covering anyway. Yeah, it's not perfect at all, but also the doors were not. I'm considering that the doors weren't in great shape when I started. I really did not help the situation, so I'm having a lot of grace about that. I'm just frustrated that my door handle was brand new, and he take the one downstairs, but he didn't take these ones, so that's unfortunate. But again, all little things to clean up. So they're saying they're going to be done. Oh God, I can't get over how messy my house is. My house does not normally look like this. I used to have a very high tolerance for living in a mess. Now I'm used to having a nice clean house. So, and my cleaning lady is not coming this week, so it really sucks. But yeah, so tomorrow, he said he's going to finish tomorrow, and I'm not convinced because he's still got to get that floor in, and I don't think that floor is like an hour job. It's got to be, then again, like I have worked with that sticky tile. And it's like, it's not something that you have to get up and go and make cuts and everything. It's something that he could just be on his hands and knees. But I really hope he's going to take his time and be smart about it. I don't know how he's going to do the edging. I'm thinking we're going to have to caulk around the edges. I don't know. That'll be interesting. And then you'll get the medicine cabinet and then the vanity in. That's really all it is. And that's all that's left. And then, downstairs, he still has warranty work from last year because when they were pulling out last summer, they were really fast, and I don't like the seal around the toilet, so he's supposed to scrape all that, clean that up for me, and put new seal around it. I was going to do it myself, and I said, you know what, I'm going to have him back in. He can clean up his own mess. Sorry to say, and I think that's the only warranty item that I had, so I don't feel particularly like vindicative or anything. So I'm really happy. It definitely looks better. I was so embarrassed. It was just so hard to look at them. And I love the gray. It works perfectly. I've got the gray with the blinds, and I've got the gray, the bedspread is gray, and the little desk. And I've got to get a carpenter. I bought this at Liverpool, and I figured out why it was as discounted as it was. I mean, it was the same price as buying a similar desk on Marketplace. And like this drawer, like all the drawers were broken. And this door for some reason doesn't shut. I don't know why. So I am going to get myself a carpenter to have a look at it. It's worth it. I'm going to just get it fixed so that I'm not so frustrated with it. But I really can't wait to get my room cleaned and back into my routine, my writing routine every night. But yeah, I'm not going to bother doing too much cleanup tonight. There's no point. I'll let the guys finish tomorrow. Hopefully they'll finish tomorrow because then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are holidays. So I'm really hoping that they're going to come in and just do a big day tomorrow and just get everything done. Fingers crossed on that. So yeah, but I'm thrilled. It hasn't been invasive at all. It hasn't been at all like last year where it was just, even when they were doing things that I shouldn't have been bothered by, it was like, it's just the whole house was invaded. Like he's been here 2 days painting and I just haven't paid attention. I'm just doing my thing and working. And I'm not really behind on work. I thought I was getting behind on work, but I had also forgotten that I had scheduled myself some buffer days, figuring that I was going to be slow this week in my production. So I'm actually on schedule. So no need to lose any sleep. Although I am looking forward to sleeping in on Friday morning is what I'm thinking. It would be really nice to not have an alarm clock. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, I'm going to just show this. I got a wardrobe for the guest room, and I've been looking a lot online. I didn't want to spend a lot of money because it's the guest room. I just didn't want to go out and buy like a whole brand new suite of furniture and everything. I was looking at wardrobes on Marketplace, like brand new, still not very expensive, like 4,000 to 5,000 pesos. But just everything was either really small or really huge, and I didn't want something that was going to take up the whole wall in the room. And when I saw this one on Marketplace yesterday, I just went, that is exactly what I need. It's got 4 generous drawers, very generous drawers. It's got a little closet area here. with the bar so you can hang clothes. And it's going to be light enough and small enough that I can move it around the house if I want to. Very, very cheap in terms of, like, it's just pine. You can see it's like delaminated here, but they did a really good job of varnishing it to make it look expensive and to make it look a little bit, a lot nicer than it would have if it was just like a plain color. And it was, and also I have a problem here with the used furniture often has really bad odors to it, which is why I try not to buy used furniture anymore, or at least not pine. But I also am getting better at shopping on Marketplace, and this was a refinisher, and just by the amount of pictures that were taken and how much care was in the ad, you can tell that this is probably gonna be in decent shape, and it is. I've got no problem. I might put like some lavender sachets or something in it, just to make it a little bit brighter, but it doesn't smell like musk or anything. The only problem is the same problem you have with all furniture in the Yucatan is the mirrors are really low. So any guests are gonna have to kind of bend down to look. But I really liked that this gave me a surface. I already know what I'm gonna be putting up here. I have a piece that I've just been moving around the house that's gonna, just a decorative piece that's gonna go over the top. And then they can just put, you know, their hairbrush or whatever on there. I was really, really happy when I saw it. And it was 1,800 pesos delivered, which is like nothing. And they brought it over right away. It was crazy fast. And I thought that if I'm not crazy about having it in the guest room, or if I decide I want to upgrade in the future or something, the other place where I thought this would fit, although it might be a little bit deep, was right here. Because I was thinking about it, like I have a little linen closet with a surface to put my things on that I want to bring upstairs at night. I always tend to have to go back to the dining room table. So I thought that I could convert it to that if I ever wanted to, because you can put shelves in there and change it into more of a linen closet type thing. So I think it's gonna be very versatile, but it might be a bit too deep. But either way, I knew with the money that I was gonna spend, it was gonna be worth it. So I'm trying to decide if, because I came under budget for that, if I'm going to go brand new for nightstands, or if I'm gonna go and look for, not brand new in the store versus brand new from a local carpenter is what I'm debating, because I'm seeing some that are similar to what I was looking for, and that's probably gonna be half the price. So I think I'm gonna try to come in under budget if I can. And then the other thing that came today, I was laughing really hard because my towels and my bath mat that were stuck at customs this morning were still marked stuck at customs, but they showed up. So I call these Schrodinger's towels because they're both stuck in customs and they're not, you know. So I am a little bit frustrated with towels, and that I keep buying towels for my guests, and by the time they leave, the towels are no good for future guests. And I don't know if it's just because, you know, not spending enough money on towels or what's going on, but I decided to go with a darker color. And hopefully these are going to serve us well for a bit. So the guest room, a lot of the stuff in the guest room, bathroom is pink. So it'll be pink and navy in that room, which I know is probably not a very nice combo for people, but it works for me. And it'll still kind of go with the bedroom. Really love these bath mats. There's two. There's one by the sink and one by the shower. And they're like a nice little spongy material. I have similar one in my new little bathroom, except this is more like a velour, and the one in my bathroom is more like a chenille, the little things that stick up. But they actually wash really well in the washing machine. I was really surprised, even though it feels cushioned like you couldn't. So I think these are going to be really nice, and they're just going to kind of hide that ugly floor that I have in there. So I'm really happy. So today I'm still expecting one more package, although I don't know if it's going to get here before I have to leave. I'm expecting the adapters, because I'm upgrading my pool system to a filter. My filter is supposed to come in on Friday, and I need to have like these adapters to go from my current hoses to the hoses on the new system. And Amazon had them and told me, you know, they kind of suggested that I buy everything as a package. And then they said, well, the couplers aren't going to come till May. So I was like, no, that's not going to work. So I put a kind of a call out, looked on Mercado Libre, looked on Facebook Marketplace, found them in Merida on Mercado Libre. And they were actually 200 pesos cheaper. So I canceled Amazon, and the couplers went right out. So they're supposed to be here today. So I'm crossing my fingers. And then that was the other thing that I got yesterday. I've been busy organizing stuff, sourcing stuff. I got some sand for my filter, and I needed 12 kilograms of sand for the filter. I could not get a bag smaller than 50 kilograms. So if anybody is in the Merida area who's watching this is planning to build a beach or something, I have some sand for you. It's that fine silica 20-30 sand for pool filters. But again, like, I mean, I managed to find things. I was on, you know, Marketplace, and I just messaged a few places, and this guy charged me, he had the lowest price for the 50 kilograms, and he charged me 200 pesos for the delivery. So I don't know what the other people would have charged me for delivery, but the 200 pesos for me, like right now, the gas prices in Mexico are like stupid. They're always like the same level of as Canada. So like really, they're not as bad as the US, but they're worse than the US. The US is always lower, but it's really high here. So, and I look at it, 200 pesos. I didn't have to get into an Uber, and I didn't have to carry back. I don't even think I could lift 50 kilograms. What is that, like 100 pounds? So to me, I have no problem with that. And then the armoire, they were really local, so they just charged me 80 pesos for the delivery. So she says 80 pesos. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Don't even worry about it. I can't wait to get started on putting the room together. My cleaning fairy, as I said, she's not here this week because Thursday tomorrow is a holiday. And so she had volunteered to come on Tuesday, but it was like, it would have made no sense to come on Tuesday. Because we were still doing stuff. So I said to her, skip this week, but then she won't be here till next Thursday. So there's no way I'm waiting for her to put my house back together. So I will have to get the cleaning on the schedule for the weekend, just the minimum. And she'll come and do the deep corners next week, but at least because I'm walking right now and I'm still getting dust on my feet and everything. Anyway, so all right, I'm gonna go back to work. It's as I said, it's like almost 3:30 now. And I gotta go to Pilates tonight, but it feels like this is gonna be manageable. I'm looking forward. In theory, I have my new bathroom tomorrow, so I look forward to that update. That's gonna be the big reveal.